Have you ever wondered why your website isn't converting visitors into customers? I mean, you've spent all this time adding in all the bells and whistles, but then people just end up leaving your website without taking any action. Today, I'm going to show you how you can build a simple 3-step sales funnel using GoHighLevel. And this funnel is going to let you capture your leads, nurture them, and then convert them into paying customers or booked calls for your business. You see, a website often tries to do too much all at once, leaving your visitors confused. With the funnel, you guide them step by step, from grabbing their info with a lead magnet to building trust on your bridge page, and then finally getting them onto your sales page where they can book a call or make a purchase. And this streamlined process is what keeps the focus on conversions. Since you are watching this, I think it's safe to assume that you already know how a sales funnel works. But if you did miss our earlier video where I explained that in more detail, be sure to check that out. And before we dive in, it's very likely that you are going to be attracting your leads to your funnel through the content that you create, whether it is TikTok videos, your Instagram Reels, your YouTube Shorts, or maybe even through your written blog content. So if you want to save a ton of time creating all of that content, then Taja can definitely help. You can check it out and get a 7-day free trial just by going to the link down in the description of this video. So today we are going to be building a sales funnel from scratch using GoHighLevel. And guess what? There is a free trial for that as well. I have linked it down in the description of this video. So go ahead, there's absolutely no excuses. It's risk-free, sign up, and let's get started with your funnel. So I structured this video in a way that you can follow along with each step that I do to create the funnel. And by the end of it, you'll know exactly what you need to do as well. So the first step is to go ahead and sign up for a GoHighLevel account or a HighLevel account if you don't already have one. I already use HighLevel, but I'm kind of pretending that I don't have the account so that if you are brand new, this is exactly how it will look for you, at least for the part of signing up for your account. Click on the 14-day free trial button, then enter your details over here. Then we're going to go ahead to step 2. And once that's done, start your 14-day free trial. Okay, so now I've jumped into my HighLevel account. So it may look a little different, but the steps I'm about to show you, you can follow exactly because that part is all the same. So you'll start out on your dashboard, and the first place you want to go to is Sites. And once that page opens up, make sure that you've highlighted Funnels. And to start creating your funnel, click on Create New Funnel. For this, we are going to be using a blank funnel design. I'll just call it this funnel. By the way, you can also choose different templates, and you can also use an AI system of GoHighLevels to create your funnel for you. Once you got that down, click on Create. And here's where we can get started. So the first step that we're going to do is create all 3 of our funnel pages. So we're going to add a new step. Name for this page, let's call it the landing page. And then the path is what's going to be written after your web address. So in this case, I'm just going to make it landing page. Landing dash page. And then click on create funnel step. We'll go ahead and add our second page, clicking the blue button. We'll just call this the bridge page. You can really label these whatever you want. Just for the sake of this video, I'm just keeping everything as simple as possible. Create that funnel step, and then there's one more to do after that. And this is going to be the final page or the final step of your sales funnel. Now, if you already have a sales page that you've previously created for your business, you don't have to create this third page. But if you're creating everything from scratch, then create the sales page just like I'm doing right now. Create the funnel step. Perfect. And now we're going to start customizing our different pages. So go into your landing page and click on Create from Blank. Create from blank. I don't know what that was. Create from blank. And this is really just clicking and dragging and dropping. So for the first part, we're going to select a section, and I'm going to go with a wide section. Next up, we're going to add a row. We're going to select a 1-column row, add an element. And at the top, we're going to put our headline. Then we're going to hover the cursor so that you can see the outline becomes blue, not green, not orange, but blue. And click on the plus icon. Select 1 column, add element, sub-headline. Do the same thing again, wait for it to be blue, 2 columns, add element, paragraph, and on the right we're going to put in an image. So if I type in image in the search bar, you can just select it from over there. So you can see how this is kind of coming together. So finally what we're going to do is click on the plus icon one more time, add in 1 column, and the element that we are going to use is a button. So now I've created the skeleton of your landing page. All we need to do is add the content in for this page. And by the way, if you do feel stuck with any content, you can absolutely use an AI like ChatGPT or Perplexity or whatever to get your content written for you, or to at least give you some inspiration on where to start. That's actually what I did to save time on this video. I just got AI to write it all up for me, just so that you're not sitting there watching me think of the ideas. It's all ready to go. So in this case, it is for a weight loss product. And under the headline, I'm just going to paste what I've received from AI. My headline is lose 10 pounds in 3 weeks without giving up the foods you love. And the subheadline is with this simple breakthrough meal system. And then for this video, let's say the lead magnet is a free ebook. So I'm going to go ahead and just paste in what my main content is. The font does seem a little small, so I'm going to make it slightly bigger. And remember, when you format or create your own lead magnet, you can really decide how you want all of this to look. Then it's time to add the image. Click on the image element until it's highlighted in orange. Come to the right, scroll down and go to image. I don't have a specific image that was created for this, but let's just pick something random, a book. Insert media. And then we can make this a little smaller because it does look extremely big right now. Let's try 400 height. All right, that looks a little better. I'll just leave it like this. But if you do want to resize your images, it's also on the right. So all edits that you want to make to any of the elements will be in the column or in the section that is on the right. And then lastly, for the design part of this page, all we need to do is say where this button is going to lead our customers. So click on the button, change the text. So now it says download my free 7-day fat loss kickstart guide, aka the lead magnet or the ebook. And then you want to instruct the system where to send people after they've clicked on the button. In this case, it is going to open up a pop-up because once they click the button, they need to give you their email address so you know where you can deliver their lead magnet. So to create the pop-up, it's up at the top at pop-up settings. Click on that. Click on the plus 2 columns. On the right, you can add in a form. If you've never used GoHighLevel before and you've never created a form, just click on the section where it says click here. It'll open up the form page, add form. You can choose a template again, but let's say we're using one from scratch, create. And over here is just the different fields that you do want people to fill in. So if you want their first name, their last name, their phone number, and their email, you can leave all of that in. But if you want to erase one of them, just click on it and then click on the little X and that'll take it right out. Rename it. I'll call it this form. My spelling is fantabulous today. And once it's saved, you can go back into the previous tab because this page, once you start creating your form, GoHighLevel will open up a new tab. So go into the previous tab, head back down to the button, open up pop-up, that is all good. Go into the pop-up settings, click on the forms, and then this form should show up. There we go. And then on the left, we can just add in another image as well. In fact, you can add in the same image that is actually on your main landing page. And I know this doesn't look perfect right now, but it's to give you the idea of everything that you need to do to build your sales funnel. All of the edits and the tweaks and refinement that you want to make, you can do that and it'll look exactly how you want it to look when it's done. All right, once you have that down, we're going to go back into the button or the form area. And on the right, we're going to scroll down and we're going to go to button actions. And basically what this means is once they've clicked this button and they've sent the email or their contact information through to you, what do you want the next step for this customer to be? So click on the scroll down and then go to next step. And if you want to know what the next step is, at the very top of your page or of your design page, click on landing page and it will show you the order of your pages. So the first page is your landing page, then it's your bridge page, and then finally your sales page. Okay, so by now you've pretty much built up your entire landing page. Everything is good to go. There is one thing that you need to do, and that is that this current page or the way you've designed it is optimized for desktop view. So if we go into mobile mode, you will see that you probably will need to make some edits. The font is extremely big, the images are extremely big, and the button is humongous. But if you make edits to this the way it is, then it's going to edit the website page as well. So what you need to do is go over into the desktop mode, then hover your cursor or your mouse so that it highlights the entire section. It will be green. And in the top right corner, click on copy or duplicate. Yep, so if you scroll down to the bottom, you'll see now that you pretty much have 2 copies. We're going to use one of them for the desktop mode, then we're going to use one of them for the mobile mode. And to do that, you can use either the top or the bottom section. Let's say we use the top in this case. I'm going to select the entire section, green, go over to the right, click on advanced, and under visibility, I only want this one to show up on the mobile version. So I'm going to click on the little computer screen or the monitor. It'll be grayed out or blacked out, and it will only have the mobile version. So now if we go into mobile mode, you'll see that it looks exactly the same, but now if you edit this one, it's only going to edit the mobile version. If you want to make any edits on the desktop one, you only make edits on the desktop one. On the desktop mode, I should say. There we go. That does look slightly better right now. I'm not going to spend too much time tweaking and refining. But one more thing, if you do want to change the background color of your button, click on it and just click on the background color, and you can change it to whatever color you want it to be to suit your branding. It does autosave, but I always kind of make sure just in case it hasn't. You can see it's auto-saved over there, but if it hasn't just yet, just click on the little disc at the top. Next up, we're going to do the bridge page. Follow all of the exact same steps, so I'm going to choose a wide section, add a row, one column, add a headline, hit the plus icon to add more content, 2 columns. Now you can put in as much content as you want on your bridge page. Unlike your landing page where simplicity is your best friend, you're literally just telling them what they're going to get and how it's going to help them. On here is the place where you can add in client testimonials, go into more detail about how your product is going to help them achieve a specific goal. In this case, it's losing a certain amount of weight in a specified period of time. So let's say in this example, I'm going to add an element, a paragraph, an image. For the paragraph, let's put in what I got from ChatGPT. Let's just add in an image. Let's just go with something like this. Again, underneath here, you can add in more columns and more rows depending on what content you want to put onto your bridge page. From here, I'm just going to add in a button that takes them on to the next step. So the next step, once they click on this button, they'll go to the sales page. Once it's done, we're going to do the same thing we did on the landing page, where we're going to create a mobile version of this page so that any edits we make on there aren't going to reflect on the website version. All right, and then finally, we are going to go over to our sales page. And this is the one where you're actually going to have a call to action where it's either your clients or your customers are going to be able to book a call or make a purchase on the product that you're selling. Select a wide section. You get the point at this case, so I'm just going to skip ahead until we've got everything put into the sales page. For this page, I'm not going to add in a headline or anything. I've just got an image, and then on this side, we are going to add in a 2-step order form, and that's basically where your clients will be able to go ahead and make a purchase. So type in order, 2-step order. Now, of course, it goes without saying that if you are going to be selling a product through an order form on this platform, you do need to create that product so that GoHighLevel knows what it is that you're selling, how much it is. I'm not going to go into too much detail about how you actually create a product. GoHighLevel does have some really good tutorials, and it's really super simple to do. For example, I've just created this order form in the past 2 minutes. It's brand new. But basically, this form is where your customers or your clients are going to put in their details, their payment information, so that you can take the payment and then get started on their purchase or deliver whatever it is that they've purchased from you. Once you've got everything down, click on save. And if we go back into our funnels, you can go through your 3 pages, have a look at the funnel that you just created. Congratulations. Super simple stuff. If you do want to connect your own website or your own domain, you absolutely can as well. GoHighLevel shows you step by step how to do that. And once you have your funnel up and running and you've published it, you're going to see an absolute change in the amount of conversions that you get from your online visitors. If you have any questions after watching this video about building your funnel, or if there's anything specific about building a funnel on GoHighLevel that you'd like me to go more in detail about, let me know down in the comments. And before you go, don't forget your free trials. You get a 14-day trial to GoHighLevel and then a 7-day free trial to Taja AI software that is going to help you create a ton of content at lightning speed. You can check both of those out down in the description. Keep creating, keep growing, and I'll catch you in the next video.